Morning, folks. Just a quick follow-up on our review. A couple things I may or may have not talked about or overlooked while we were on the trail. We just got it back on the trailer. We're gonna bring it up for its first service. It's supposed to be a 100-mile service. We're beyond that. We're at 250 miles roughly. We tried to take it easy on that trip a little bit just because of the break-in period and due to this service. No big deal. We had a great time. We'll breeze over real quick what we talked about. The power steering on this machine is phenomenal. Love the windshield. Wish it would open just a little bit more. Thinking about replacing it. The bumper, the light position on the front here is really good. I noticed the winch plate here is a little crooked from installation. I'll fix that when I get a chance. The steering wheel is also misaligned, but if the dealer won't fix it for me on this visit, then I'll do it myself when we get it back. The netting I'm gonna completely take off. That was useless to me. Just all it did was block your vision and everything like that. No big deal. Cup holders a little on the small side. Only fits a small water bottle. Won't fit a Gatorade bottle. I'd like to change that at some point. Storage underneath this driver's seat is pretty good. It's deep. We emptied it out for this visit. You got plenty of storage inside that glove box. Really good. And all that webbing and under cargo storage here, under dash storage is real handy. Pedal positioning is really good. Comfort in this front seat is way better than I expected it to be. And I'm comparing that to the Yamaha Wolverine that has bucket seats. This machine was just as comfortable in this front seating. And we spent an entire day in that Wolverine, and that was, I believe that was a 2019 machine that we drove in. So the newer ones, R-Max, probably made a little bit of changes, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the roof was very good. Rained on us one day. I like it, and it keeps us shaded. It's an instant canopy. One of the biggest drawbacks or downsides of this machine is the heat that is generated from the engine inside the cab. That heat is pretty hot. So I'm going to talk to them today about getting the 2022 modification for this vehicle. From what I understand, and I'm going to clarify that today, you can put the protective plates that are under the seats and over the engine on this machine from the 2022. So if I got to make a little investment to make the cockpit a little more comfortable, then I'll do that. I mean, it's not unbearable, but on a hot summer day, it's noticeable. Wintertime, it would probably be a good thing, but I don't really need heat anyway. Just dress up. Now the back seats, still not the most comfortable. Kids finished the week, and I rode back here too, and now I'm only 5'4", and it was still a little bit uncomfortable for me. I could see sitting back there. I mean, for a temporary, 2-3 hour ride, I would be able to bear it, but for the most part, it is uncomfortable. Cargo space back here is excellent. You have tie down points. There's one here, one there, one on the other side in the back here. Tailgate does not lay down flat. It stays up a little bit. I don't think there's any adjustment, but that doesn't bother me whatsoever. One thing I didn't necessarily talk about in the video was the suspension of this machine. I'm gonna get back down on the ground here without killing myself on video. Whoa. All right. So the Fox suspension on this machine, and we didn't even change the settings. This suspension was phenomenal. One of the best suspended vehicles, off-road vehicles I've ever driven. And we hit a variety of terrain. We did not hit any like mud holes or super hill climbs, but the hill climbs we did do were rocky, and they had 12-inch size boulders in some instances. And between the traction on the tires and the suspension, this machine just grips and claws and is so smooth. We bought a cooler, which I'll probably show at some point, that we put on the floor in between the front seats here, and that cooler never moved. I mean, not that we're speeding around and jumping this thing or jumping ditches or anything like that. We didn't buy this thing to race around in. We bought it as a family vehicle and to be able to go off-road with the capabilities of getting out of any bad situation we would get in. Very happy with the purchase, but this suspension, I mean, as much as I talked about the power steering, how great that was, the suspension is even better. So now we were instructed to, clean this thing really good, because they're going to do a partial engine teardown today, which is fine, but I think we got it pretty good. We took it down the car wash. We sprayed underneath. You could see how nice and shiny the engine and tranny are down there. Differential, everything. In a nutshell, though, and I know I say that word a lot, but this machine was the right purchase to make. I would buy one again, definitely. The transmission smoothed out completely. It shifts very nicely now. I can't wait to see how it's going to ride after the service. I'm sure it's going to, break in a little bit more, smooth out. But the pros on this machine vastly outweigh any cons. So I would definitely buy one of these again. And my reasoning for getting this machine is I did not want a CVT transmission. I did not want to deal with any belts. This dual clutch transmission is legendary reliable. I know periodically, people have a couple little issues, and that's going to happen with any model, any machine. You're going to have some machines that have some kind of problems. But this setup right here is perfect for me and my family for what we're going to be doing going into retirement, the rides up north, and in some cases down south, and we're even going to try and get to a couple places out west. We are going to be making some modifications to this trailer, just to give you a little spoiler. We're going to be mounting some fishing poles on here and some kayaks, so you'll see that in an upcoming video. But for now, we got to get ready to get going to this dealer, drop this machine off, and that's it on this post review. So thanks for watching. subscribe, please. Share the channel. We're trying to grow it. We got a lot of content. We do a lot of things as a family. So there's a lot of different three-dimensional content on this channel. Thanks for watching. God bless.